Most artists don't lack talent. A lot of y'all lack leverage. Boom. It's hardly seen, deeply thought, and loudly heard. If you're here by mistake, then stick around. In 2026, visibility is everywhere. That's the topic. It has been the topic since 2025. Everybody's trying to go viral and be visible. But then nobody's actually talking about control. We can't talk about this without talking about streaming. Streaming dependency versus ownership. Now, personally, I don't have any issue with streaming. There's nothing wrong with streaming. Streaming is what it is and it's not what it is. It's what it is and it ain't what it's not. Right? Fuck it, you get my point. For me, dependency without ownership, that's what I feel like is the gray area. Because truth is, you can have 50, 100k streams, 50k streams. I don't know. You can have a viral moment and still have zero control over it. Am I right? You can have a viral moment and still not have an audience. When I say dependency, that is what I mean. It's not having control over your data, your numbers, your channel, your fan base. Just not having that control. I'm gonna speak for myself. I have delayed payments on my DistroKid, so like that will reinforce what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. If you ever delay payment on DistroKid, they'll make you realize that, bro, you're just renting that spot for the time being until your money expires. Distribution platforms are not a home to my music. I see them as rental space. Well, a lot of artists they actually think about it like they are the landlords, which is not the case. I don't have anything against DSPs. I have collected their money, do you understand? Even though they have milked me too, but I don't have anything against the streaming and DSPs. But ownership is different. Ownership, the way I see it, can mean having control. Is ownership. Having control is what a lot of people, when Russell LA talks about independence, he's really talking about having control over your structure. His independence, no be say in it one by himself. That guy built his, in fact, that Russell represents teamwork. So when you speak of independence, a lot of people get it wrong. But then again, there is a trade-off because streaming kind of allows you exposure, right? There's algorithmic spikes, there's discoverability, all of that stuff, right? But there's no leverage. It does not have the same leverage that ownership has. For somebody that is dependent on DSPs and streaming platforms, DSPs can disappear tomorrow and your music will disappear with them. If they make a mistake and they take your shit down, although you could get it up, but imagine you're having a viral moment and they take down your music because of some mistake that they make on their own back end. It'll cost you. If you know, you know. But if you have ownership, whether exposure disappears today or tomorrow, you are still intact. Now let's talk platform reliance. Even though we've been kind of dabbling into it already. Platform reliance versus D2C. A lot of artists out here are building inside platforms. A lot of artists are optimizing for a specific platform, whether it's your TikTok page, Spotify, Instagram. I was there. I was even heavy on this one self. I was optimizing for Instagram for a very long time, and Instagram did not favor me. Oh my god. But it has been good, right? It's been good, it's been nice. I'm not discrediting or anything. I'm just saying, like, I'm comparing it to TikTok. If I was on TikTok, like the whole time I was on Instagram, even with my inconsistency, I would have had a little more leverage by now. Is what I'm saying. But all of these, whether TikTok, Spotify, they are all rented pages. They are rented spaces because you don't own the algorithm, you don't own the visibility, you don't own the reach, and you don't own the distribution priority. They decide it. Am I wrong? Nah. One slight change and your momentum vanishes. You have 70 something thousand followers, you have 100 something thousand followers, and in your street you go, why can't nobody send your papa? Once TikTok fall down like this, everything you don't fall down. It was never yours, bro. You don't have leverage. You're just, it's that platform, it's the benefits of the platform you're enjoying. So find a way to, well, do your thing. What am I saying? Do your thing. Platform reliance, I can tell you boldly with my chest, creates emotional instability. Funny, but it's true. It's true. If you rely on a platform and you're, I'm speaking for myself. Like, that's what Instagram did to me, bro. You start to focus on numbers. You start to check numbers after every post. You're like, they're looking at your focus on your views. Like, we got to a point where we got to a point, bro. We literally got to a point where they allowed us hide our numbers. It was that bad, or it is that bad. Come on, bro. That's emotional instability, bro. They never even decide to check your post. Where they never think whether you can go push your post. You don't refresh like 100 times. I've been there, bro. Then you know, at the worst one, you now start measuring your worth with the reach that a platform gives you. But direct to customer D2C flips that. It flips it is quite the opposite. D2C literally says, I don't wait for permission to distribute. I'm not stuck on all those tricks, hacks, and tactics that they are always preaching, that it will always be, that they are using to choke us. Bros. Now for me, it doesn't mean abandoning this platform, so that's not what I'm saying. I'm still here, am I not? Right? I'm just saying, oh, my neighbor's child is crying. I'm just saying the platform, they amplify, they shouldn't control. They are meant to amplify it, not control it. And that is why Showboy might release. I don't want to say it will be because probably should be out by now. That's why Showboy is on my side first. I don't know the right words to use. Don't mind me. Now, I'm aware of the trade-off because trust me, I am aware of the trade-off. But yeah, it is what it is. It's all about what you're aiming for, what your standards and yardsticks are. Like I said from the beginning, independence is not no label, I did it alone. Independence at its core is decision control. I finally found the right words. Is decision control. It means you can decide how your music drops, what channel it drops through, what is the structure, when it drops, you know, type shit. Whereas DSPs, consciously or subconsciously, knowing or unknowingly, you'll be following platform rules. True or not? The last thing I want to talk about is direct audience building. But a lot of artists avoid. I've been there too, again. It's boring. Building artists directly is boring. It's actually boring if you think about it. It requires stuff like email listing, broadcast messages, shit that takes time. Do you understand? It requires doing the work, the actual work, and just generally building relationship, which is boring, which can be boring for somebody like me. I don't really sabi network, but nobody. I was telling my friend yesterday, I don't know how to network. He was telling me nobody actually knows how to network. You gotta learn that shit and like put yourself to it, right? I know, but I'm just saying like building an audience requires these things, which a lot of artists avoid. Thing is, if 500 people are truly yours, is better than 5,000 people who just scroll by, who don't even go to the Spotify, who just listen to your music on Instagram. They don't even listen to it. They watch the interesting and intriguing and engaging content that you put out, and then you slap your music too. Whereas the core purpose of what you are doing on Instagram is actually your music. Well, Instagram is not even optimized for music in the first place. It's for content, it's for videos, it's for while in away time I'm doom scrolling and all of that shit. So if you're not doing all of that shit, I mean, leverage is not about size, or it's about access, because I realized that my music self not be for everybody, and that's not bad. It's not everybody that listens to my stuff. I went somewhere and then they were not. It wasn't even my music. It was another person. I'm not gonna mention names, but they were playing that guy's song, and it's an artist I fuck with. He's a growing artist too here in Nigeria, and I realized that this guy's song, as much as I fuck with, because they played the song and somebody all of a sudden somebody said, now this kind of song you go play for us for here. Now this kind of song, well, who they play this kind of song? That's what the guy said. I'm like, bro, this is this guy you're talking about. You know who this guy is? I wanted to start advocating for the guy. I can't realize, believe that guy been get that mindset. They were like three. They wanted to hear bang bang music. Do you understand? So if you're an artist like me, it's not, your shit is not even for everybody. So there's no need to be chasing that reach. Do you understand? Instead, reach the right people. I'm not wasting my time reaching for reach. I want to reach the rich. Come. If nobody told you before, I'll tell you. Leverage is built quietly and then displayed publicly. If you didn't know, and you know, don't thank me. I do this. A lot of people want to even look successful even before they have a structure. But really, the flow of operation should be structure first. Do the back end work, get on your board, and do the work there first. That's where the actual work starts and finishes. Do you understand? That's where the real work is. So structure comes first for me. I'm the kind of person that operates on systems. I like to move on systems. Systems is what gives me longevity for a nigga like me, because my motivation, they easily dry. I get bored very easily. So structure keeps me going. So as I come to the end of my shenanigans today, or my whatever you want to call this today, I'll leave you with this. Notice, if you control distribution, you control narrative. And if you control narrative, you can control trajectory. I'm not going to explain that for you. I believe I must have said something important somewhere among inside these 30 minutes. Or inside, I suppose, don't talk something important. So if anything hits you, please give it a like, a thumbs up, all of that shit that the algorithm likes, so that I will not be emotionally unstable. Let me dash you this one. Visibility is loud, yes, but leverage echoes. So again, is hardly seen, deeply thought, and loudly heard. Stay intentional, bro. Peace out. And if I remember saying it, but I'm gonna say it again. Short Boy is out. Alright, so please go download that shit. Go and download it. If you're not here by mistake, then I shouldn't even be telling you what to expect. Peace.